Hi guys, in today's video I'll be talking about what exactly is Pax Gold and how does it compare to the stable coins which are available there in the market. So as you might have noticed, during the recent weeks, stablecoins are gaining more and more popularity. This is due to several factors. It's due to rise in the DeFi platforms, which make heavy use of several stablecoins like DAI and Tether and other ERC20 based stablecoins like USDC as well as True USD. And because of the requirement for these crypto lending platforms like Aave, MakerDAO, Compound Finance, the demand for these has been shooting up, and most of these stable coins now feature in the top 100 cryptocurrencies when we consider it by market capitalization. And one reason we need to consider here are whether stable coins really are a good stable investment if we consider long-term investment requirements, considering we are planning to invest in them for say 5 years or more than that. Because as you probably already know, most of these stable coins are linked to the US dollar. Some of them are directly backed by US dollar like USDC, and some of them like DAI are built upon crypto collateral, but they're programmed in such a manner that they always remain very close to $1 in their value. If we look at the problem of hyperinflation, we always consider that it's a problem of uh, weaker economies. Like, it's something which can happen in Zimbabwe, Sudan, Afghanistan. Now it's happening in Lebanon. And we consider that most of the developed economies are very safe from it. And US dollar should never have a problem with it. But in reality, that's not the case, because in the past, many developed economies have also had a problem, and it can happen in the future as well. If we look at the recent history, the before the introduction of euro, and if we look at the time frame before the World War happened, German mark was considered one of the most stable currencies in Europe, and people expected to remain strong for the foreseeable future as well. But what happened was, during the World War, Germany realized that it was not able to meet its expenses with the current circulation of the currency, and therefore it decided to remove the German mark from the gold standard. That is, the currency was not backed by real physical gold anymore, and this resulted in hyperinflation, which made their currency totally worthless in a span of a couple of months. And this is important because during 1971, during the Vietnam War, United States of America also removed the gold standard from their dollar. And since then, there has been a real risk of American dollar, but because they have been economically performing well, it has not suffered so much. But looking at the current situation, it might change in the future. Because if we look at all global transactions, till recent past, a US dollar was always considered as a global standard for all the transactions. And if you look at some of the big transactions which happen globally, it's related to the sales of petroleum and oil. And recently, Russia has decided to move from dollar to euro, because most of its biggest clients are based out of Europe, and it has shown concerns that it does not want to rely solely upon US dollar. And similarly, with the growing tensions between United States and China, this is expected to get worse, because China is one of the biggest exporter of manufacturing goods, and it's also moving away from its dependency on US dollar based transactions. This brings us to the question, if US dollar cannot be considered a very reliable assets to back your currencies in the future, then what could be an alternative? Then, as we know that whenever there is any political or social turmoil, then people consider gold as a good source of hedge to protect their portfolios. But one challenge when we try to combine with a crypto portfolio is that when we try to convert between gold and crypto, it will be very complicated because first you need to sell your physical gold, collect the fiat, then convert that fiat into crypto, and vice versa whenever you want to interchange. So Pax Gold can be really useful in this regards because it's one of the first gold-backed cryptocurrency, and it has been launched last year, and it has already reached the 156th cryptocurrency by market capitalization, and it's gaining popularity and circulation numbers are improving each day. Currently, it's only available in Paxos site, and it's not available in most of the popular exchanges, but it's expected that in the coming months it might be available in some of the popular exchanges as well, so trading it might become easier, and people who want to balance their portfolio with a gold backed crypto would be able to purchase it. Currently, there's one challenge regarding buying Paxos is that if you buy a small quantity, then there is an issue because how they've structured is that the real gold, which is behind these Paxos tokens, is stored in a secure vault in London, and each gold bar is linked to a particular token. So if you buy more than two tokens, then it's not an issue. You have to pay a very minimal fee. But if you buy a fraction of the token and the minimum allowed fraction is zero point zero 0.01, then they charge you something which is called a creation and destruction fee, because this basically means they'll have to break a gold bar into smaller pieces, and they charge a hefty premium for that, because as you can see, the minimum fee they have set for this is about 0.02 Pax G token, which you look at it, if you take the minimum 0.01, it will be twice that. So that means to make a feasible transaction, you need to purchase at least two tokens, which considering today's rate would be worth about $4,000. So that's a hefty amount. So right now, Pax Gold is outside the reach of small retail investors. So maybe in the future, once it gets available in exchange, it will be easy to exchange the fractions of Paxos. But right now, it's very difficult. Do let me know what are your views about Pax Gold, and do you think it will be a useful token in the near future, especially when we see more political issues and the fiat currencies get further weakened? Thank you.